everyone, welcome to Footprint Tarot with Chrissy. If you're new here, watch a couple of my videos, and if you like what I do, please subscribe, and please all remember to click like and share if you like. I do this for, well, I love doing it and everything. I am thinking of starting personal readings at some point in the next couple of months, so if you're interested in that, at the moment it might be best if I stick to people in Australia till I can work out time zones and things, but I'll let you know if that develops any further. But for now, I'm going to have a look at some of the Trump ladies. I'm going to do an overview. Everyone's been asking, where's Melania? They've been asking, where's Melania? And they've also been asking, where's Ivanka? Why hasn't Ivanka stepped in and smoothed the waters for Daddy or whatever? And maybe she's hiding in a corner after the G20 fiasco. Whether she decided it was herself to put herself in there or her father did, it was a disastrous decision, whoever decided it. Anyway, and the other trumpet that we'll look at is Lara Trump, Eric's wife, who is the head of his 2020 campaign. And and so that's going to be this reading. I'm going to try and keep it to 5 to 6 minutes for each of the women, just a quick overview on where they are. I might do a 5-card spread on them rather than the 7, so past, present, past, future, reason and potential, what's going on there. Okay. No, we'll just make it situation, challenge, guidance, focus and outcome. How's that? So that's the one. I'm going to do that with the Trump ladies, with the trumpets. And so without further ado, I'll put the card down, the camera down, and we'll have a look. And first one we're going to be looking at is Melania. Which deck? I'll go the Good Tarot deck. Not because I want things softened, but it's a beautiful deck. And it still tells it straight, just in a bit of a softer manner. Not that I feel any of these women require softness. So let's have a look. What's happening with Melania Trump? What's happening? What's her Okay. Probably use a different deck for each lady. So on the bottom, 2 of Fire. She is looking out elsewhere. She's planning for a future elsewhere. This is interesting that the giraffe here has a child on it, and I'd say that wherever she's looking, she's going to take Baron with her. So she's looking and planning for elsewhere. She's planning for when she's no longer tied to the White House. I think she's made an agreement with Trump that as long as he's there, she stays with him for appearance's sake. Anyway, what's her situation? The 10 of Water. This is the 10 of Cups. A happy Buddha. Now, it's interesting because I just said that she's probably made an agreement to stay with her. One of the things is it's an end of a cycle because it's a 10. So the end of a cycle is coming up. And the other thing I think about the 10 of Cups when we're talking about happy families. This isn't a card of happy families for me. It's a card of a facade. So she's trying her best to put that facade on. It's a facade of happy families. Like every time it comes up for the GOP, I say that the GOP is a facade. And I'm going to do a reading on the GOP where I'll go more into that, why I think that. But anyway, she's staying out of the way as much as possible, and whenever she has to, she helps with the facade of happy families. So, yeah, whenever she's required to, she'll go out and make her appearance. What's the challenge to her on this? Messenger of Fire, Page of Wands, Page of Fire. News about actions, or she's taking baby steps with an action, a new act, and but she's had news about somebody's actions, and this girl, she's got a very contemplative look on her face, like, this really, really bears a little bit more thinking. Yeah. So I'm just moving that because you can see it reflecting the phone back in it because they're very shiny cards. So she's had some news about somebody's actions, probably Donald, and she's like, I don't think she's particularly shocked. I think she's been married to him long enough to know what type of animal he is, and I think she's maybe thinking about how she can use it to get out of the situation she's in. Guidance. 3 of Water, 3 of Cups. Seek some support. This is often the circle of support. Seek some support. She's probably in for a bit of a rough time with regard to, with all this stuff coming out about Epstein and all that, but also the guidance is also just be careful, don't overindulge. 3 of Cups is often viewed as the overindulgence card. Don't turn to drink to get through it. Find a different avenue of support. So find some support that isn't from a bottle or pills. Focus of the reading. Yep, 6 of Air. Now, even though the ship here is 6 of Swords, a difficult transition, even though the ship here has taken off from the water and it's floating through the air, it's floating above the storm clouds. So this ship has found the best way it can to avoid the rough journey that would be happening below the storm clouds. So the focus of it is it's going to be a really, really difficult time in the next couple of months. It's going to be a rough journey, and so the rough journey, she is going to need some support, and she's going to have to find a way to get through it as comfortably as possible. And the outcome. Patience, Temperance. Her patience will pay off. She will find that balance that she needs. I might do a clarifier on that. Yeah. So we'll wait and see what that is. But she's going to find a balance. She's going to find what suits her best. Who suits her best. So I might do a bit of a clarifier on that. And it seems to me she's just staying in the background trying to ride it out as quick as possible. Patience is going to pay off and she'll get her wish to get away from the greedy merchant. This is the wish fulfillment card, but it's often seen as the greedy merchant card, and in this case she's going to get her wish and she will be able to. Her patience is going to pay off and she'll get her wish and she'll be able to get away from the greedy merchant, maybe sooner than she thought. Okay, so that's Melania. Next up is Ivanka. What's going on with Miss Priss? With Miss Ivanka? So, use the Druid Craft deck for her. Should do another reading on Kellyanne Conway after her viperous spitting at reporters the other day, and her extremely improper question to that reporter. I can't remember his name now, I'm really sorry about that, but I did watch an interview he had with one of the CNN guys, or was it MSNBC? Yeah. Okay, Ivanka, 3 of Wands. Everything that's been happening, it's all going to come home to roost. Her chickens are coming home to roost. So, I don't see it as her plans coming to fruition and her ships coming in. I see it, chickens are coming home to roost. I think she really does have political ambitions, but yeah. Her situation. She's been in hiding, seeking support, and maybe drowning her sorrows a bit, because yes, she has hardly made an appearance since the G20. I think she's sitting there feeling very sorry for herself and drowning her sorrows. The challenge for her, 2 of Wands. The challenge is that the things she has been planning and hoping didn't go quite as she hoped. Yes, the chickens are coming home to roost. So this is her plans. Her plans aren't going the way she thought. We have a saying in Australia, if we want to, it's generally good-natured. It's a good-natured saying. And it's, may your chooks turn to emus and kick your dunny down. And that means that basically, yeah, you just plan on a quiet life with chooks and all that, but you know, the way you're acting, it's all going to go awry on you. Her chooks have turned to emus and they're kicking her dunny down and she's finding a drink. So her challenge is to try and get the plans that she made and they aren't working back on track. The plans she made for herself. She made plans for herself. I think she thought, oh, Secretary of State first and then I'll run for President. Not going to happen, Ducky. Guidance. You're going to have to make a decision. Choose wisely. Make the right one for you. Don't make it for anyone else. And make it what's best for you and your family, not what's best for your ego and your aspirations. She's got little children. She should be thinking about them first. Focus of the reading. She feels stabbed in the back. She feels betrayed. She feels stabbed in the back. And she feels that fiasco has maybe put an end to whatever political aspirations she may have had. So what's the outcome for Ivanka? she's going to get an offer. Could be a romantic offer. It could be an emotional offer, but somebody's going to come and offer her something that's going to rile up some emotions. But it's also, this is another one of what I called facade cards, is that you be careful about what's being offered to you, because it may not be what it seems. So we'll do a clarifier on that too. What sort of an offer is she going to get? Might be to talk to authorities, but I think she already has. I think she had a long time ago. It could be, she could be playing up with Jared. She could be doing the dirty on him. Oh my God. I just had an image flash through my mind and it was not nice. They both a bit, I pulled two cards off, robotic and doll-like, and I just thought about the love scene from Team America. Well, what is it? Team America World Police. Okay, the outcome. It's interesting, the planning again and the overindulgence, feeling the need to support. Whatever the offer is, it's going to really put an end to all her plans, and she's going to have to find some support some way, or she's going to end up drowning her sorrows again. So that is Ivanka. Now, I didn't get the deck out because I only thought to use it after us. Lara Trump opening her big yap, saying stupid things. Shot her down. Anderson Cooper had a go at her. I like Anderson. He's I find those eyes of his dead sexy. Every time that woman opens her mouth, she comes out with absolute tripe. So she's going to get the Tone It Down deck, the Neo Tarot. So we'll give that. Neo Tarot, beautiful deck. With the muted colours, it's like, yeah, things have to, pardon the burp, things need to be toned down a bit, and this is just a gentle reminder of that. Tone it down. And also she just keeps repeating the same lines over and over again like a robot. So, but definitely she needs to tone it down. So, Lara Trump. What's on the bottom? Knight of Wands. There's going to be activity, investigations. I imagine there are a lot of investigations behind the scenes into not just normal funds, but also people are watching very carefully what's happening with funds for the 2020 campaign. And I think she may have opened her yap about the wrong thing and caused people to go, oh really? I think we need to look at that. So if there is an investigation, it could be the RNC doing it. What's her situation? Interesting with the bottom one. The page, news about a new action. Yeah, I think somebody's decided to have a look at the campaign financing for 2020. And she's in charge of it all. Yeah, she's just received news about that. What's her challenge? vehicle. The campaign, it's a vehicle for something else. And she's got to stop people from finding that out. That's her challenge. I don't think any of them really believe that Trump will get in again. I mean, apart from Trump. So I think they're using the money from the campaign for something else. It's a vehicle for something else, possibly laundering or whatever. And her challenge is to stop people finding that out. Guidance. She's going to have to very, very carefully look at how she can balance things, how she can get people to drink the Kool-Aid. This is tipping things from one to the other. So, as it somebody said once, it's making it so that you don't really know where things are, where the liquid really originated from. Did it originate from this or this? So the guidance for her is to make things fuzzy, make it hard for people to track down the origins of some of the campaign money. The focus of the reading. Page of Cups. News, emotional news. Yeah, emotional news. I might get a clarifier on that. Outcome. Whoa. Outcome for Lara. There is going to be some illumination on some secrets, illumination on the deceptions that's happening. I want to go back to this page, news about young girls. I'm wondering if some of the money for the campaign came from Epstein before he was arrested and stuff, you know. Let's have a look. And I'm wondering if that's where the investigation comes in and the trying to hide. Came from Epstein, it's probably from the dirty business and things. Hello, sweetheart, how are you? Yeah, you're being very good today, aren't you? Ever since I've started lighting the oils, she's been a lot less nudgy nudgy. Don't do that, Mum. So let's have a look. Quick look, clarifier on that page because I'm almost going to run out of time. Yeah, she's going to have to try and hide that the money came from nasty business. Okay, we'll stop the reading now because I'm just about to run out of time. And